Are you tired of manually handling all your business activities? Then this video is exactly what you need. Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Pabbly, your one-stop solution for business automation and growth. And today I will show you this WhatsApp chatbot which I have created to automate pet adoption business via WhatsApp. And in this video I will show you a WhatsApp chatbot, and that WhatsApp chatbot will help my customer to adopt pet for themselves on my behalf. And to create this WhatsApp chatbot, we just have to work on 3 simple steps. First, we will create a WhatsApp chatbot inside my Pabbly Chatflow account, and after that, whenever any user will send it any text message, then this WhatsApp chatbot will reply to them automatically on our behalf. So now I will take you to my screen, and there we will see a real-time example of how this WhatsApp chatbot will work. Hello everyone, here on my screen you can see this is the flow of a WhatsApp chatbot that I have created to automate my pet business. Now without any delay, I will show you a real-time example of how this WhatsApp chatbot will work. So for that, I just have to open my WhatsApp account, and inside this chat, when I will send this keyword adopt, you will see that automatically this WhatsApp chatbot will get triggered, and here it has sent me this welcome message. Hi there, welcome to Happy Paws Animal Shelter. Looking to adopt a furry friend today. So as I want to adopt a pet for myself, so I will click on this button, see available pets. After that, you will see that this WhatsApp chatbot has sent me the list of all the available pets. So I will open this list, and from this list you can see I will select this particular female cat, Persian, with the name of Bella, and I will send it inside this chat. Then you will see that this WhatsApp chatbot has sent me another message. Possum, you are one step closer to giving Bella a loving home. Before we proceed, I'll need a few quick details for adoption record. So I will click on this button, adopt now. Then we will see that here this WhatsApp chatbot will ask me some of the questions. So first of all, it is asking me for my full name. So I will enter my full name inside this chat, and then we will see that what new question this WhatsApp chatbot will ask me. Here I have sent my name. Now this bot is asking me for my email address. So I will also enter my email address inside this chat. And then we will see what next question this WhatsApp chatbot is asking me, and here it is asking me for my full address. So I will also enter my full address, and I will send it in here. Then you can see this bot is asking me who do you live with. So as I live alone, so I will just copy this alone term from here and I will paste it in here. After that, we will see that this WhatsApp chatbot is asking me, do you currently have any pets at home? So as I have no pets at my home right now, so I will enter this particular keyword no, and I will send it in here. Then this bot is asking me when would I like to visit the shelter or meet Bella. So as I am available tomorrow, so I will type down this particular keyword tomorrow and I will send it in here. Then we will see that this WhatsApp chatbot has sent me another message. Thank you so much, Jai Tripathi. That's all we needed for now. Our team will quickly review your details and help you proceed with adopting Bella. And it is also asking me ready to move ahead. So I am ready. So I will click on this yes proceed button, and here I have received a new message. Adoption fee is rupees 500 for Bella, and I have to click on this link to pay rupees 500 to adopt this cat Bella, and I have to also notify them by clicking on this button paid given here. So I will open this link, and from this link here I will make my payment of rupees 500. And after I have completed my payment, I will come back on this particular WhatsApp page and I will click on this button paid to notify them that I have paid for my pet. And here I have received this confirmation message. Your adoption is confirmed. Thank you for giving Bella a loving home. We'll send adoption papers and the meetup details to this particular email of mine shortly after payment confirmation. And it is also asking me that if I need anything else, I just have to tap below to talk to this particular staff. So this was the live demo of this WhatsApp chatbot. Now I will show you how you can also create such an amazing WhatsApp chatbot for yourself with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. So to start creating this WhatsApp chatbot, I will open this new tab, and in here I just have to type down this pabbly.com/chatflow, and by pressing this enter button I will get directed on this landing page of Pabbly Chatflow. And in here you can see you have got these two different options, sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user to Pabbly Chatflow, then you have to click on this button sign up free, and from here you can create your free account. And for your information, let me tell you that Pabbly Chatflow gives every new user 100 free credits every month to create such amazing WhatsApp chatbots and AI agents. And if you are an existing user, then you have to click on this sign in button. But before moving further, I would like to share with you guys some details about Pabbly's Facebook community. Pabbly has this amazing Facebook community of over 20,000 members. Here individuals share their ideas and ask questions from our experts, and here we build and grow together. So if you also want to become part of such an amazing community, then for you I will add a link of this community in the description box of this video, so you can go and join our community from there. Now being an existing user, I will go back to this landing page of Pabbly Chatflow, and in here I will click on this sign in button. This will get me directed on this all apps page of Pabbly, where Pabbly has these 7 amazing and powerful applications. But today, as we are going to use this Pabbly Chatflow, so that's why I will click on this access now button. After that, you will see that I will get directed on this dashboard of Pabbly Chatflow. And inside this dashboard, the first thing that you have to do is you have to add your WhatsApp number by clicking on this button given on the right side here, and you can select any of these two different methods, WhatsApp Connect method or manual token connect method, to add your WhatsApp number inside Pabbly Chatflow. And on the left side here, you can see Pabbly Chatflow has this following amazing features. So if you want to learn in detail about any of these following features, or if you want to learn how you can add your WhatsApp number inside Pabbly Chatflow, then for that you just have to check out the description box of this video. I have added link of those separate videos there. And after adding your WhatsApp number inside Pabbly Chatflow, to start creating a WhatsApp chatbot for yourself, from this left side here you have to click on this flows and you have to select these flows for yourself. After that, you will get directed on this flow builders page, where you can see these are all the flows that I have created for myself, and this is the exact same flow that I have shown you in the beginning of this video. Now before we start to create this same WhatsApp chatbot, first of all I will deactivate this WhatsApp chatbot from here, and after that, to start creating a new WhatsApp chatbot, I will click on this button add flows, and then you will see that I will get directed on this page, and here this trigger button is visible to me. So this trigger button is like the event on which I want my chatbot to get triggered. So we will work on this trigger, but before that I will give a meaningful name to my WhatsApp chatbot as this chatbot to automate pet adoption. Now we will work on our trigger step. So first of all, for this trigger step, you can see when I will click on this trigger event drop down, this is the list of all the trigger events with the help of which I can kickstart my WhatsApp chatbot. So from this list, I will select this particular keyword or regex match as my trigger event, because I want my chatbot to get triggered with the help of some keywords that I will enter inside this box. So inside this box, I will enter this particular keyword hello, and when I will press this enter button, you can see this keyword has been added successfully. So I will add one more keyword, this adopt, and when I will again press this enter button, this keyword has also got successfully added. So as we can kickstart this WhatsApp chatbot with the help of this keyword or this regex match. So you can see I have already entered this keyword. Now you can see this enter regex box is also given to us. So this regex stands for regular expression, which is a universal code with the help of which we can extract some particular keywords from a paragraph. But as I have already entered this keyword, so I will skip this regex for now, and with this we will move towards my first action step. So for my first action step, I want to send a welcome message to my customer every time they send me this particular keyword hello or adopt. So I will drag this text button from here and I will drop it in here. Now first of all, I will connect both of these following circles to make sure that this particular text button follows this keyword sent by my customer, and then inside this enter message box, I will enter this message for my customer. And just below this welcome message, I will add these two different type of buttons for my customer to select from. Now inside this first button, I will enter this text see available pets, and inside the second button, I will enter this text talk to staff. Now we will work on these buttons one by one. So first of all, let us set up this button see available pets. Now I want that whenever any customer clicks on this button, I want to send them a list of all the available pets in my shop. So to frame a list, I will drag in this list in here and I will drop it in here. Now first of all, I will connect both of these following circles, and then I will enter this header and body of my list. So here I have added this header and body of my list. Now to add a section inside this list, I will click on this button add section, and then you can see first of all we have to give a title to this particular section. So I will give this particular emoji as a title to this section, and then inside this section I will click on this add item button 4 times, because I want to add 4 different items for myself, and in those 4 different items I will add 4 different type of pets for my customer to select from. But you can add as many items, as many pets you have in your shop. So I will click on this add item button 4 times, and then first of all I will show you how you can create an item for yourself. So inside this enter title of our first item, I will enter this particular text where you can see I have entered the name of this particular dog Max, and inside this description I will add these particular details that this is a male dog golden retriever. So here I have successfully added this one item, this one particular pet of my shop inside this list. So just like this, I will quickly add all the remaining items of this particular list. So here you can see I have successfully added these 4 different items inside my list. In the first item, I have added this Max, second is my Bella, third one is Milo, and the fourth one is this Sheru. So now I want that whenever any customer selects any of this pet for themselves, I want to save the selection made by them. So that can be made possible with the help of this contact custom field. So I will drag in this set custom field and I will drop it in here. Now first of all, I will connect both of these following circles, and then inside this contact custom field drop down, I will select this particular custom field pet name, which I have created to store the name of the pet selected by my customer, and then inside this enter value I will just copy the name of my pet and I will paste it in here. So with this I have successfully created this contact custom field for this particular pet of mine, Max. Now whenever any customer will select Max, then this WhatsApp chatbot will remember the selection made by them. So just like this, I will quickly add these contact custom fields to each of my remaining pets. So here I have successfully added these contact custom fields to each of my pets. Now I will show you how you can also create contact custom field for yourself. But before leaving this window, I will advise you to click on this save button to save your flow, otherwise it will get lost. And as our flow is updated successfully, so now from the settings here I will select this particular contact custom field, and in here you can see these are all the contact custom fields that I have created for myself. So to create a new field for myself, I just have to click on this add more field button, and then I have to give a name to this particular field. After that, when I will click on the save button, you will see that our field is saved successfully. Now I can access this field inside my flows. So I will open my flows. So this is the flow in which I am working. Now inside this flow, when I will click on this drop down of contact custom field, you can see this is the exact same contact custom field that I have created just now. Now I can select this if I want. So this is how you can also create a contact custom field for yourself. Now we will move toward my next action step. So for that, I want to send a message to my customer. So I will drag in this text button, and then I will enter this particular message inside this enter message box, where you can see I have entered this particular text. So that's why just below this particular text I will add one more button, and inside this button I will add this particular text, adopt now. Now first of all, I will connect all of these following circles with this particular text button, and then we will move on our next step, where I will ask some questions from my customer. So here I have connected all of these following circles. Now you can see, as I have said here, that I will ask some questions from my customer. So for that, to frame a question, I will drag in this ask question button and I will drop it in here. Now first of all, I will connect both of these following circles, and then inside this enter message box I will enter this particular question, where I am asking my customer for their full name. So that's why for this contact custom field drop down, I will select this particular custom field full name, because I have created this to store the name selected by my customer. And by just applying the $sign in front of this particular custom field, I can also map the selections or the replies given by my customer. And for this format, I will select this text because I want my customer to reply to me in this particular format. And then inside this number of attempt box, I can give the retry attempts to my customer. So if I will type down this particular number inside this text like 02, then I have to also enter the validation message. That validation message will get displayed to my customer whenever they will respond in a format other than this particular text. Then this particular message will get delivered to them. So I will enter this particular text, error, please try again. Now we will move towards my next question. So for that also, as I want to ask a question, so I will again drag in this ask question button, and then inside this enter message box I will enter this particular question where I am asking my customer for their email address. That's why inside this contact custom field I will select this particular field email, and then inside this format I will select this email. Now you can see, as I want to ask some more questions from my customer, so I will again drag this ask question button and I will copy it for multiple times because I want to ask multiple questions from my customer one by one. So here you can see I have copied these questions which I want to ask to my customer. Now I will frame them one by one quickly for you. So here I have successfully framed all of these following questions from my customer. Now after this particular question, where you can see I am asking my customer that when would they like to visit the shelter, after this particular question I want to send this particular text message to my customer. So I will frame this text button. That's why I have dragged in here. Now first of all, I will connect both of these following circles, and then inside this enter message box I will enter this particular message where you can see I have asked my customer that thank you so much $sign full name. That's all we needed for now. And here here inside this text you can see I have used this $sign and this full name contact custom field to map the name of my customer inside this particular message. So just below this particular text button I will add two different buttons for my customer to select from. So inside this first button I will enter this text yes proceed, and then inside this second button I will enter this text go back. Now I want that whenever my customer clicks on this button go back, I want to direct them to this particular first question. So for that I will just drag a thread from here and I will connect it with this first question where I am asking my customer for their full name so that they can directly click on this button go back if they want to change any of the details given by them. Now if my customer clicks on this button yes proceed, then I will send them another text message. So first of all I will drag in this text button from here and I will connect both of these following circles, and inside this enter message box I will enter this particular message for my customer where I am asking my customer to pay rupees 500 as adoption fee, and here I have also added this link for my customer to pay for their fees. Now just below this particular text I will add these two different buttons, and inside this first button I will enter this text paid so that my customer can click on this button to notify me about their payment, and then inside this particular button I will enter this text I will pay later so that my customer can pay later if they want to. Now to frame this button paid and also this button I'll pay later, I will drag in this text button and I will drop it in here. Now as I want to frame these two text buttons, so you can see I have copied it from here, and after connecting both of these following circles I will enter the text inside both of these following respective text buttons. So here I have also added the text inside both of my buttons. Now just below this text button I will add this add button, and inside this button also I will add this button, and in these buttons I will add the text for my customer. So inside this first button I will add this particular text, you can see talk to staff, so that my customer can click on this button talk to staff if they want anything else for themselves. So you can see I have also added this text, if you need anything else just tap below, and inside this particular text button I have added this text where my customer can pay within the next 24 hours to book their pet for themselves. That's why just below this particular text I will add this particular button pay now, so that my customer can directly click on this button pay now if they want to pay for their pet. Now that's why I will connect this particular circle with this button where I have provided my customer with a payment link. Now I want that whenever my customer clicks on this button talk to staff, so I want to send them another message. So to frame that I will drag in this text button, I will drop it in here, then inside this enter message box I will enter this particular text please wait while we are connecting you to our staff member, or you can also call in this number to have a talk. Now I will connect both of these following circles like this, and I will show you that in the beginning also I have added the same button of this talk to staff. So I will connect this button also with that particular concluding message of ours. So I will drag that thread from here and I will connect this thread with this particular button. You can see where my customer can click on this button talk to staff. After that this particular text button will get delivered to them. So with this I have successfully completed the creation of this WhatsApp chatbot. Now I will save this flow from here, otherwise this WhatsApp chatbot will not work as expected. And after that we will open my WhatsApp account, and there we will again check if this WhatsApp chatbot is working properly or not. So this is my WhatsApp account, and in here I just have to send this keyword adopt. After that you will see that this WhatsApp chatbot will get triggered instantly, and here it has again sent me this welcome message. This means that this WhatsApp chatbot is working all fine. Now I can interact with this WhatsApp chatbot if I want to adopt a pet for myself. So this is how you can also create such an amazing WhatsApp chatbot for yourself with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. And you can also clone this flow by copying the link of this flow from the description box of this video. And if you like this video, then please consider subscribing to Pabbly's YouTube channel. And for more such amazing videos, please do comment below on which topics do you want to see videos from us. And thank you for watching this video. Not just this, you can create many more WhatsApp chatbots to automate your business with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. And if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. And for your queries, you can ask them at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you have to check up this following website. Now, what are you waiting for? Just go and create your free account at Pabbly Chatflow.